the biggest things that I always tell them is when you're on stage, just don't stop. If something happens, you forget the choreography, I'm like, just keep going. Look around, see if you can figure it out. If not, make something up, because no one in the audience knows what the dance steps are. I think they really do respond well to that. You know, it kind of translates to life. Like, you have to keep going. You have to keep moving forward. There's always this feeling, I think, with dance and ballet especially, like, there's always more progress. You're never, like, finished working. Like, there's always more turnout you can develop or more artistry. But I like to look at it in that feeling of there is always growth. And I try to instill that in my students as well. I am honest with them. I say, like, there is no such thing as perfection. You're never going to achieve perfection. You can grow and you can keep developing, keep working at it. If you're in that mindset and you want to progress and you're interested in it, like, you will succeed. We have an annual show every spring. It's an all-school performance. Every class learns a dance and gets a costume. Feeling those nerves that you have before you're about to go on stage, going out there, doing it, and being like, I did it. I danced in front of 500 people, and I actually enjoyed myself, and I can do this again. The 4, 5, 6 age group, I love it just because every class, even though I'm following the same structure, it never is the same thing. You never know what a 4-year-old is going to ask you, what they're going to say, and just how that will change the course of the 45 minutes of class. So I think I really like that improvisational aspect of it, even though I'm following, like, a very set structure. It just never gets boring. I like the middle school age group. Just that's when you can kind of see the students deciding whether dance is what they want to continue with. And they really are kind of having the most breakthroughs. Students get into high school, it's just they're so able to take in just copious amounts of information. And that really informs their dancing. And then they really are kind of forming their own personality as well, which translates into their movement and their dance. I wouldn't call the School of Classical Ballet recreational at all. It's very technique focused, but our students, some of them have become professional dancers, but a lot of them have also gone on to college, minored in dance. I always wanted the school and my teaching to be able to translate to them that this is something you can do for the rest of your life, and I want it to be enjoyable. It definitely teaches you to use your senses to learn. Like, you need to open your eyes, you need to see and look around the room, watch what the teacher is doing. And then at the same time, when they're watching, they have to be listening to the corrections that I'm giving them as they're dancing, but also the music, so that they're staying with the timing. And they have to really be feeling the room and feeling who's near them, who's getting too close. If they're getting too close to someone, they're going to be challenged, and it's not always going to feel good. And I think it's really important for young kids to learn, like, oh, I didn't have a good day with this. It was really hard and I was frustrated by it. What am I going to do? Am I going to quit? Or am I going to say it's okay to not always feel like I'm happy and having fun? And just kind of the joy of moving and dancing, expressing yourself. It's kind of an independent art form, but you are doing it with a group. So you're learning self-motivation. It really is dependent on each student to grow and get better. And I will say that to them. I'll be like, I can't force you to learn this. I am giving you all the tools that you need in order to do it, but it's going to be up to you, like how much you grow. I think they take a lot of that with them. One of my biggest goals with the school is like, I want them to keep dancing through adulthood. It's been really hard since the pandemic. The amount of the student body that we lost from the pandemic, it kind of feels like I'm starting almost over again in building the school back up to what it used to be. It's been viable because of grants. Federal, state, city grants have kind of kept the school going. It's kind of like a wait and see situation, which is stressful. I have one other instructor who helps with teaching the classes, but in terms of doing like updating the website, sending out all the emails to parents, registrations, all of that, yeah, it is just me. I think the days it feels like it's worth it are those days when I will run into a former student who then says like, thank you so much. Ballet meant a lot to me while I was younger and I'm still dancing. Okay, this does mean a lot to a lot of people, and it has, and it always will. I have a new student this summer, and she raised her hand, and she goes, "What is ballet for?" I had never had anyone ask me that. And I just said, well, it's an art form that has been passed on for hundreds of years, and it's a way of expressing yourself, a way of expressing emotions and feelings and stories through movement. She just went, oh. We got back to the dance.